What up, y'all? So, this is part 4 of the Aura Paladin series. Yeah, I like this version a lot. I pulled this off the internet. It's called Bubble Paladin. It's essentially just an Aura Paladin variation, but it plays Carnivorous Cubicle, Tankgineer, and a lot of the standard Aura stuff, but also at least the Navigator. Another difference is Dream Planner and Hard Light Protector, and then Divine Brew is a spicy little one of. Wisp is just to power out at least the Navigator, but everything else is pretty much standard. There's also a little spicy Spike Ridged Steed. Let's see. Sweet, great hand. Sure, let's play Wisp. The Wisp always feels so silly. Like, I would have much rather had like a 10 drop, but obviously that gets in the way of the Maul's drawing, because one Maul will draw you Ziliax Gelbin. If you put a 10 drop, then you get 10 drop Ziliax and no Gelbin, so it hurts the consistency of the deck a little bit. Let's see here. This is not bad if it's got attack. What would this draw? This would draw Hard Light Protector, Righteous Protector, Ziliax, Tigress Plushie. I guess that's okay. I think this might be a little bit better. I'm going to assume that they're probably Protoss Priest, which means that battlefield interactions are going to be very important. So the more recursion I have, the more bonus effects, stuff like that. Weapon? Yeah. So yeah, definitely Protoss. Do I Creature of Madness again?
Defensive action engaged.
The light dims, but we fight.
Alright, so early game normally is just play dudes and pray that you draw Tankgineer or Elise. Late game ends up being just, Gelbin and normal Aura stuff. But I like that it's got some other power. Like, one of the problems with the standard Aura deck is that if you play Gelbin and then they manage to grind through your auras, then there's not really much else you can do after that. So this gives you some other stuff between the Tankgineers, and Elise gives you a lot of good recursion. Dream Planner gives you options. I am a big fan of this deck so far. Very interesting. They were able to clear that out.
Let me think.
Could go a couple directions here. You know what, let's do this. Creature of Madness is normally just the right call. It's great on turn 5 when you can play the guy also, but in this case I think it's fine. Yeah, let's do this guy. And then, yeah. So this will draw us quite a few different things. Plus an Aura, which I'm not very happy about, but if it's one of the fabled ones that we got from Gelbin, we can always cycle it away. So it doesn't hurt, I guess, to have a Chronological or a Crusader Aura. This is a card I would like to have in the deck, but the 4-drops are really tight. There's so many of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 4-drops in this deck. Like, a third of the deck costs 4. It's crazy. So I like this a little less, because if I draw the second Chronological Aura, then that means I don't get one off of Gelbin, which is not the end of the world, but not great. I think this is the play, though. Like I said, Battlefield is huge when it comes to Protoss Priests, so if I can stifle any of their momentum, that is ideal.
I can tell your future before it even happens.
Sure. This is an interesting inclusion. Don't normally see that in that deck.
Let me think.
So we're going to do this because that's also going to make sure that... I mean, I could have used this guy so that I don't take 4 off of this, but I'm actually going to go here. So they gain no life, which isn't obviously huge. But it also gains me some life. And we can clear their board again. And if I can start to get a little bit of a board presence going turn 6 and 7, that makes Gelbin way better. Because on an empty board, it's normally not great just to slam Gelbin. Because then, sure, you get a 3/5 at the end of the turn, and is it Mechatorque? The Mechatorque Aura pumps a guy. But otherwise, nothing really super crazy. What to do here? I think this and Hard Light Protector are the play.
Defensive action engaged.
And I'm just going to take that out. We're going to have 2 guys at the end of the turn. And should I still have those 2 guys going into next turn, then Gelbin is the play. Okay, maybe not. Resuscitate is such a good card. It's way too good. Just phenomenal card. Okay, Gelbin still could be the play, actually. Yeah, because then I follow up with Ziliax. That seems pretty good.
Let me think.
I could always maul plus a dude and Gelbin next turn. I think this is, yeah, I think this is right. Because now we've got Crusader Aura, this will snap there. We've got double Chronological Aura, so we'll get 2 dudes at the end of the turn.
Take shelter.
Sweet. Yeah, much better.
Annihilation commencing.
Okay. That means they have 2 of those, huh? Haven't seen a Tankgineer or a Carnivorous Cubicle yet. I love that interaction. It's so good. Tankgineer gives you a 7/7 when it dies. Cubicle kills it and then makes a new one every turn. So you get a 7/7 and then another Tankgineer. Very solid. Interesting. Yeah, I think Ziliax is just the play. We're going to slam and go nuts. So these guys are definitely all going face, I think. Let's do this. And this will live. Okay, and let's see what they got. And I don't think another Resuscitate does it. Bob will hold me off for a turn, but they're going to need a lot more than that. Attack and then do that. Doesn't that give it Divine Shield? Interesting. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't attack. I guess they're... Yeah, I'm going to get another one anyway, so it makes sense. I kind of want a Divine Brew on my Ziliaxes. I'm not sure if this is too greedy or not, but it does give me a little bit of protection. Makes it a lot harder for them to get through. And I know this is going to get ate up by the Divine Shield, but that's fine. Alright, so out of auras, but plenty to do. And Trinket Artist will draw my last Crusader aura, which is great. Dang, they did have it. Okay. Well, what do you know? Let's throw a bunch of dudes out here.
The light dims, but we fight.
One more coat of paint should do the trick.
So this has 9 dudes in it. That's crazy. That will give me a Bob, though. Yeah, it shows me all the minions here. Wow.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
There's a cubicle.
We are the voice of iron.
Ooh, now they got an Archon. Pretty crazy.
The merging is complete. March boldly. Without the merging is complete.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. So Anachronos is definitely the play here.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to hold this repackaged box for later. Because at some point, we're going to really get down to...
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, at some point, it's really going to get dwindled down to who can outlast the other. And hopefully this gives me... good old Ziliax. I guess Nomelia's not bad here. Let's do this also.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
I think I want to impact their battlefield. Sure.
We are the voice of iron.
Of course. So this turn they get back the Anachronos minions, so I think I just have to Twisted Nether.
The merging is complete.
I'll give them 4 more random minions, but
Boldly.
that is pretty much the only option there.
Reporting for duty.
4 cards left, one of which is... Wow. Dang. All right, they got it.
Well played.
All right, that was a pretty good game. Well, shoot. Yeah, hard to argue with that. That Archon was huge. That was a huge turn for them. Yeah, the Bob was very well timed as well. Had they not had that Bob, then yeah, Bob followed by the repackaging. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. But like I said before, in a normal Aura Paladin deck, that would just result in me losing if they got through those auras. But since I had other things, you know, Dream Planner gave me other avenues to at least fight back. And didn't see Elise, sadly, but there was, yeah, there was options.
Versus Jane.
Every second
Okay, we got a mage.
With honor.
I don't think we keep Dream Planner. Nah. Alright, that's an okay hand. Normally you keep Creature of Madness like almost 100% of the time. And then Tankgineer you're keeping, I think, 70% of the time, something like that. Okay, this hand's great. So now I can go Creature plus the 3-cost guy the next turn, followed by Tankgineer and Cube. Ooh, and Elise, goodness. That's great against Mage. Last time I played against a Mage, I made one of these guys, and then I used Elise and Terra Run to make a 5/5 copy. They just immediately conceded. It is a 5/5, so they could kill it. How do I want to go about this?
Let me think.
Yeah, the problem with that is the 3/3 means they only have to find 2 more damage to kill the Customs Enforcer. So if that's not in there, then they have to have 5 damage, or at least 4 plus their hero power. I think I got to jam Tankgineer though. Because that into Cubicle is just huge value. Really hard to beat that. Okie dokie. Alright, 7/7 and another Tankgineer. Yeah, this is such a good combo because it makes it so even if they kill Cubicle, they're not going to kill Cubicle? Okay, I was going to say. Yeah, even if you kill Cubicle, I still have a 7/7 and another Tankgineer that makes another 7/7.
I remember this place well.
that's fine. I could just Crusader Aura here, actually. I kind of like that.
Do you have anything to declare?
Blaze a trail.
Combatant center?
Sure.
I take the crown.
There's another cubicle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I got a cubicle here. That's really hard not to. Of course, they have Blizzard.
You amaze me.
There's another aura. Okay. I think we chill here, honestly. I almost want to put this on cubicle, because then it doesn't die. Okay, okay. My dog thinks it's dinner time. We are hours early. You're good, dude. I almost want to put the spike ridge on cubicle, because then it makes it so it doesn't die to flame strike.
That's curious.
Let me think. I must move quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that. Because obviously Flame Strike doesn't kill the entire rest of my team. Wow. They have Colossus here for, yeah, 36. Fair enough.
Well played.
Yeah, Mage is incredibly powerful. This combo alone is just bonkers. So maybe I should have played the Customs Enforcer sooner so that they would have had a harder time with their discovery cards. But I got the impression it would have just died immediately. Alright, so 0-2. That's the way it goes. Yeah, Priest and Mage are pretty solid. And Priest with repackaging is, I mean, it is what it is. That's a really good tool for them. Yeah, Mage has been everywhere. I've played against so much Mage lately. It's really unfortunate. I mean, it's a good deck, but it does kind of homogenize the metagame a little bit, because then you either play something that's good against Mage or you're playing Mage. And nothing wrong with playing Mage, but it reminds me of formats I've seen before where there were decks that were so good that you just had to you basically had to play that deck. So it makes the creativity in the standard metagame a little bit worse, because then what you can play becomes such a small pool of cards. Like if the metagame is all mage, priest, death knight, and shaman with their respective archetypes, then I guess that's fine. I like a little bit more diversity, personally. But what are you gonna do? I'm a big proponent of diversity of thought. So, metagames where there's only like 4 decks that are really the top. Ooh, Dragon Warrior. But when there's only like 4 decks that are like the top decks, it kind of stifles the creativity, because then nobody else is really going to look too much for other things that work. They're just going to try and beat those things. And that, in my opinion, kind of bastardizes deck building if you're just trying to beat other decks. Well, we've got Tankgineer into Cubicle, which should be very good against them.
For justice.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
That's fair. Okay. Probably something I should have played around, but I didn't anticipate that. Wow. We got the same weapon. That's amazing. And I don't think I attack with this. I should probably wait till I have some corpses to gain durability.
Inside voices, please.
Boo! I think if I cubicle, I still get a good one, though, so we'll be alright. Well, let's attack with it first. Oi. This will give me a corpse. I think I need 3? Yeah, I need 3. So... yeah, let's just do this.
No more fun.
What? Amazing. Okay, 1 and 2. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be really difficult for them to beat. Wow. Woo! And that's part of why I love this deck, is that interaction is really difficult for quite a few decks to beat. Obviously, Mage and Protoss Priest have much better options, but... what up, Shadow? How you doing, bro? Man. I don't know if you caught that last one, Shadow. I played Tankgineer, they silenced it, and then turn 5, I played Cubicle on it, and they just conceded. Just so good. Oh boy, that was great.
Let us celebrate a new beginning.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that when you're I'm of the opinion that when you are faced with a... yeah, you can't kill it and you can't leave it up. Yup. I'm of the opinion that you play those scenarios out. Because if you can grind through it and still win the game, then cool. Like, I think Dragon Warrior has a chance. It obviously is very difficult. But even if you play it out and you can't get through it, it's not too many turns that you're gonna have to to sit there taking tanks to the face. So I don't know. I'm usually a big proponent of playing things out.
The light dims, but we fight.
I mean, but I think that's also indicative of mindset of people in general. Like, I think people tend to give up in general in life a lot sooner than they should. So that's easy for me to say. Like my background's like a lot of martial arts and entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So giving up is very frowned upon in those situations. I don't love turn 2 Hard Light Protector. It's normally pretty mediocre in that regard, but it is a body, and it helps us maintain a good curve here. Could have hero powered, obviously, but this is fine. Interesting. So I'm going to go Dream Planner here. And I think I'm going to go for damage to the face. Hopefully I can get this Crusader aura off. Ooh, wow. That's interesting.
Repent.
Yeah, hopefully I get to keep some of these guys, or at least 2 of them. Crusader aura, not super ideal with 2 guys. 3 would be perfect. 3 or more is usually my rule of thumb for that. Anything less, and I don't know, it's got to make sense. You got to be able to justify it some other way. Sure. Oh, please let me Crusader aura. That would be so good right now. Especially with the follow-ups that I've got down the line. Boo. Yeah, I think I'm still going to go for it. Mostly just because I drew the Wisp. So they got to answer the Wisp or one of the other guys. Otherwise this gets out of hand pretty quickly. Sweet. There it is, okay.
Reporting to duty.
Jeez, they got another. That's crazy. Really unfortunate. These mages are out of control. Alright, well at least I get to attack with it once. There's a Tankgineer. Do I drop the Tankgineer? I feel like I should. Yeah, hard not to.
Reporting for duty.
That's pretty good. And the bot hits that. Dang. Yeah, ticking time bomb's pretty good.
Reporting for duty.
Grommash next turn should be good. Another Chalice. Oh my god.
Don't use your head. Mine.
Either Fireball or draw some cards, I'm guessing? Oh, a secret. Of course it's a secret. Alright. I hope it is Explosive Runes, because then it's going to make my Grommash hit for more. That would be incredible, please.
I can wait no longer.
Or not, fine.
Taste my blade.
Job's done.
Yeah, Ice Barrier makes sense. Is Explosive Runes not standard legal or something? Why would it only be Ice Barrier or Counterspell Shadow? Because it's just a helpful mage spell, so I believe it could be any secret. Unless there's a specific card pool for this? Is that what I'm missing, maybe? Oh, so they do have a curated list of cards for this. Okay, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna maul here. Let's draw some cards though and just see. Okay, that's not bad. Cool, so maul draws Gelbin straight. I guess I should have done that in the inverse order. A rush minion, so that'll get me another Tiger's plushie or Nomelia. This will draw 2 cards, which ain't bad. Yeah, let's do that.
For justice.
Dang, so now they're back to 30.
I remember this place well.
I was just thinking about possibly playing my Elise next turn. Gives me a good way to follow up, like, if I King Crush and I, like, make a 5/5 copy, that's 13 I can deal to the face when it works, but Ziliax might have to be the play, unfortunately. I could Gelbin, but I don't think that's very good here. There's Nomelia, okay. I don't think she's going to make too much difference this game. Of course. Yeah, that does end up how that... That's how that ends up a lot of the time. If you play Ziliax first and they follow up with it, it's just a better position for them. I guess Nomelia is fine. Yeah, I'm probably gonna Elise here. Top card is Creature of Madness, so I'll get that and something else. Yeah, let's run this.
I remember this place well.
I think this is going to be great, because I'll get a Crusader Aura off of Gelbin. Take the 10, Shadow says. Okay. Yeah, this is like probably my 5th time ever casting Elise, so... Wow. King Crush. You like Fire Plume Ridge, okay. Yeah, it's typically not the best play. That was my understanding of it. But I would imagine it's going to be a lot more powerful as a 10-drop. I guess each one is kind of, you know, tiered towards their cost. Yeah, if I would like to be able to play the Terror Run or whatever I got off of it in addition to other things. Otherwise, the Fire Plume would be great. Like, if we were already at 15 mana because of Ysera, then I'd probably take the Fire Plume. Next card is Spike Ridge Steed. I could Gelbin here. That's not awful. I don't think it's quite right, though.
Let me think.
I think Terror Run is the play. Let's see what we get off of creatures. So that'll be 3, 4... Actually, no, that I wouldn't have space. Let's do this first. I'm going to make a copy of this. Fortunately, it's also frozen. And then let's get rid of this. And we can do this. Come on. Come on. Four secrets, let's go. Cool. I like that. More Sleet Skater. God, I hate Sleet Skater. It's a good card, but oh my god. Just a little too good in my opinion. The mini is what pushes it over the top.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
And I'm going to get armor here because they attack my face? No, okay. I thought they were going to wisp my face. Of course, wow. Pretty good.
Ask again later.
Okay, hold up. What do I do here? I think Gelbin might be the play. Yeah.
Ask again later.
Let's do this, make some space.
Blaze a trail.
I guess that is wasting one of the chronological auras, but what do they got? Pretty good. Only killed one more of my guys, though. Dang. Sleet Skaters galore. table flip. Come on now. Yeah, I think that's all I should do here, honestly. Oh no, I got a maul.
For justice.
I could cubicle this guy. Yeah, this is quite a bit of armor. 39 is a lot. I'm a little jaded now, because after that 1.4 million armor game, I'm just like, it's manageable. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, because of that. That was a stupid misplay. Oh my god. Oops. Oh, shoot.
Wove reality. Woven.
Oh, man. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Oh, yeah, and kill the little one so I get a bigger one off of it. Yeah. Very right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought about Spike Ridge to protect that guy, but... what are you gonna do? Yeah, 67 armor. We're getting a little crazy now. And a 1-mana Flame Strike. Okie dokie then. Sure thing. 69 armor. Nice.
For justice.
And I think I'm losing all of my auras this turn. So... yeah, 3 cards left in my deck. That's crazy. I got 4 slots. I'm going to get 1 Drake. That's 5. This will be 6. Plus this will be 7. I always forget to put my YouTube channel in the pinned comments. There we go. $78 armor. Good God. Rec41, welcome to the Twitch chat. I have a question for you before you ask me something. My first question for all first-time chats is, what's your favorite Hearthstone card? If you can't answer what your favorite Hearthstone card is, then I don't interact. It's a question that usually gets really good answers, inspires conversation and everything, but if you can't answer that, then it tells me you're not a Hearthstone player and here for something else. They have so much armor. This is crazy. Let's do this. Yeah, normally they dip after I ask that question. It's how I weed out all the bots and the people that are selling stuff. Like, I've been on Twitch long enough now, like, honestly just like a couple of months, maybe 6 months max or so. But people would come in and they just ask the same things. They're like, hey, how's it going? Can I ask you something? It's like, well, you just did. Like, or they just always use like the same scripts. It's pretty crazy. But that's why that's the first thing I asked you, Shadow, when you came in. I was like, what's your favorite Hearthstone card? Because any player will be able to answer that. And you had a great answer with, I think, Divergence. So yeah, if people can't answer that, they usually just dip. Because they know I'm not going to fall for the nonsense. Yep, there it is. Just wanted to know if you're interested in artwork. No, I do mind you asking, Rex. So you can leave because you're here to sell stuff. I'm here to play Hearthstone and interact with people that like Hearthstone. You're here to make this worse. So peace.
I'm almost out of cards.
Okay, what are we doing here? I mean, I don't want to, but an Acronos might have to be the play.
Let me think.
Divine Brew could come in handy here, actually. And that means this one will also have Divine Shield. Do I want to use... Let's actually do this also. So I'm going to go here, here. Couldn't get it in time. Dang. Yeah, it does look pretty dire. We'll see what happens though. Yeah, now it's real bad. Yeah, Time Looper is so good. Well, one card left in the deck. Basically nothing else I can do here. I'm usually a big proponent of playing this out, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through this.
The victory is...
Man, that was crazy. Jeez. Yeah, there was a couple turns in there where I was like, okay, this could be the beginning of the end for them. But that did not end up being the case. Yeah, when he cleared the board, yeah, that was the last of all hope. So I really like this deck, but it's not doing as well as I would have hoped. I think Mage is a difficult matchup for it. The only Mage matchup that I've had that really went stellar was when I got Customs Enforcer and then copied it with Terror Run. Then they were just like, you know, there's no point to this. But only 4 games in. There could be hope. Please don't be another mage. Okay, so Priest is annoying, but at least we've got a better chance than against Mage. Don't think I can justify any of these. I could make a case for keeping the Hard Light Protector, but I don't think it's right here. Interesting draw.
The light dim, but we fight.
They got the 3/3.
Keep your thoughts
Oh,
to
okay, so they're probably Imbue or some type of value mage. Makes sense. Whoo, that's a draw right there. So this with Tiger's Plushie is okay. It triggers twice, so it'll give it +4/+4. I think that's the choice here. There's no Pirates or Draenei in the deck. So yeah, let's give that a go.
Repent.
Sweet.
By petal and sword.
Yeah, Draenei Warlock. I've been wanting to do some kind of Draenei deck, but it's just... It doesn't seem to be super great from the cards that I've seen, but you never know. I think it just depends on what core you use, because there's so many cores of decks that you could use, like if you did, like, obviously Paladin doesn't have very many good Draenei, but like if you did like Aura Paladin plus Draenei, or like, you know, some core of another deck plus Draenei, it might work out. Divergence plus Velen feels awesome. Oh yeah. Let's see. I think I want a Tigress plushie, but I don't know that that's the call here. Because I would like to set this up, but it'll probably have to be on the mini if that's the case. I could Maul, take out their 3/3. That's not great, but it's fine, I guess. Yeah, let's do that.
For justice.
Draenei is easy to cross-class, yeah. Yeah, it's, I feel like Draenei, just as a whole, though, is pretty underpowered compared to other tribes of minions. Like, I haven't seen anything of them that makes me just go, wow, I want to play those. Whereas, like, I even tried Pirates at one point. There's a couple Pirate cards I find very interesting, but they're obviously not good enough. There's potential for, like... Was it Shaman? I think, like, Pirate Shaman might be okay. But definitely nowhere near tier 1.
For justice.
Let's actually do this.
For justice.
Do that. We'll take this out. So I've got 2 options available for this guy. I assume they won't kill both.
Darkness is rising. Invest now.
Interesting.
This fire must not burn again.
Well, it is a Draenei. This seems good.
I wonder.
You know, Nomelia might be better, though. Yeah, I think Nomelia's better here. Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's a real attrition-based game against Imbue Priest. They've got a lot of value. Is it bad? I think the location package is strong with Warlock, and that really goes back. Yeah, I think Warlock has some really strong locations. I mean, obviously the strongest location is just off of a lease.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh, location package is the strongest that Warlock has to offer. Yeah, I think there are some pretty good Warlock cards, but like the Possessed Animancer combo with Ultra Gigasaur is pretty hilarious. And you could always do, like, there's Shreds of Time, there's Rafam, there's a lot of different stuff, but what to do here? I think, yeah, we're gonna do this. Let's just go for the dome. And then Gelbin to follow up with, we'll get another Crusader aura plus more auras. I think that's pretty good.
Elune, bring guidance.
Boo, Caldere Priestess is so annoying. Yeah, I still think Gelbin might be the play. I do like, so Ursine Maul might be better. Yeah, because we can do this and Maul. I guess that should have been the opposite, so I gain the life back that I lose from this, but it's fine. Yeah, I should have reversed that, I guess, but oh no, it doesn't matter because I've got the life gain off the other Tiger's plushie.
Linked together in harmony.
Wow, they're going to restore 12 health here. But unless they can take out a bunch of my guys, there we go. Gain 12. What else you got? This I like. Sure, I'm missing one of the auras, but I think that's okay. As long as they don't have like repackaging or something, that would be quite annoying. Jeez.
Incredible skill. It is finished.
There it is.
You win.
Alright, 5 games down, 2 and 3 so far. Like I said, really like this deck, but not doing as well as I had hoped it would do. And it seems to be very attrition based unless you have like a very strong start. Like Tankgineer into Cubicle is difficult for most things to answer, or most classes to answer. But outside of like, you know, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop Crusader Aura without interruption or Tankgineer Cubicle, everything becomes very attrition based. And I'm a sucker for games that last 5 to 10 minutes max. So these are averaging about 20-minute games, unfortunately. Double Hard Light Protector. I don't think I can keep 2. I'm not sure. Against Shaman, 1 might not be bad, actually. Yeah, I'm going to keep 1 and see how that goes. Hard Light Protector is more like a 50% of the time you keep it. So I think like Aura Paladin, you obviously keep it. You know, like aggressive decks, it's more likely to be helpful. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to coin it out turn 1 here. Not the best play, but something I found against Shaman is if you can have a solid turn 1 play, especially if you're going second and they don't have a turn 1 play, well, there we go. It helps at least put them on their heels a little. Because if you're just reacting to everything they do, it's pretty awful. So this is a 9/6 for 3 mana. That's hard to argue with. This is pretty cool, though, because Ursine Maul will come down on turn 4 right after it, though. I love Henge Clan Thug. I used to play a couple standard seasons ago. I played like a pirate deck that played Henge Clan Thug. I've even tried it in Demon Hunter, which is, it's not amazing, but like Battle Fiend, Weapon, Henge Clan Thug is pretty good curve.
I must move quickly.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Thug. This guy's probably better, but I think the Thug has more potential for blowout. And if you can blow out Shaman in the beginning of the game, then that gives you, I think, the highest probability of winning. Because as the game goes on, their stuff just gets pumped and crazy, and they have a lot of options. There's Grofin. Yeah, the reason I attacked that guy last turn was in case they did a Grofin that could kill this guy. So at least now I've got this.
For justice.
Let's do this. And then I guess I could just take out both their guys. That's not ideal. Hitting them for 8 is, I think, a little better, but I think they're more likely to kill this guy if I don't kill their guys. Either way, they're probably going to kill it, I guess. Yeah, you know, let's go face. They're going to do what they're going to do, and if it's got a decent likelihood of dying, then I might as well get the damage in early. Force them to react to me rather than trying to react to them. God, double flight of the Firehawk is crazy. There it is. Ooh. So I don't want to attack one of these guys with the weapon, but I don't know off the top of my head if Shaman normally plays the guy that destroys your opponent's weapon. So I don't want to sit around too long if that's the case. I don't think they have room for it. I'm gonna go like this.
The light dims, but we
And I'm gonna hold off one turn on the weapon. We will see if it bites me in the butt. But I think this gives me the most chance to possibly cubicle. Whew, there's the weapon. Yeah, Tankgineer is pretty great because I don't think they're going to kill it here. Yeah, because you don't want to face a 7/7, but they're going to anyway. Let's throw this back so it's ready for Gelbin. Yeah, and I think... Yeah, let's wait one more turn for the weapon. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, they got... almost there? Yeah, very close. Nope, on the dot. That's crazy. That was very well played. Yeah, got me for exacties. Dang. So maybe Chronological Aura. I thought about Chronological Aura last turn. It seemed a little too defensive because it's just a guy that comes out and then they attack it and then I start over the next turn. Obviously I get another guy the following turn, but it seemed a little bit too reactionary, whereas Tankgineer into Cubicle possibly gave me more options, but that was, yeah, that was a pretty great turn for them. Would they deal 21? 21, and I think that was turn 6, maybe 7. So 2-4 after 6 games. Still love this deck, but I don't know that this deck is the right choice for this metagame.
Uther versus the Lich King.
You could not.
So I normally end up keeping the Wisp if it's in my opening hand, because then I don't just have a terrible draw later in the game. But I don't know that that's the right call. Yeah, I don't think it's the right call. Alright, that's an okay hand. Doesn't really do anything for a while. Creature of Madness off the top? Please? Oh, okay. Well, nothing till turn 4 yet. Would love a 2-drop here. That is not a 2-drop. Thank you.
Reporting for duty.
Hardlight Protector, not the greatest. So leeches get in the way of Tankgineer a lot. They get in the way of a lot of things. Yeah, I think I just do this. That sucks. That sucks.
The citadel stands strong.
Yeah, I think once I have a little bit more games in with this deck, I'm going to work on tweaking it a little bit, seeing what I can do. yet another leech.
For justice.
Yeah, something I'm going to be working on is trying to wait on my Ziliax until they play a Ziliax, when it's a deck that seems likely to play Ziliax. Because unless it's like necessary because I'm at a low life total, or unless it's gonna win the game, you know, by clearing taunt minions, something like that, then if you play Ziliax first, you normally lose your Ziliax to their Ziliax. So that is something I'm trying to be more conscious of. Because Ziliax is very game-ending. Ziliax is kind of format-defining almost. That and Dark Gifts are pretty huge in this format.
If it ain't broken, fix it anyways.
Defensive
For
action
justice.
engaged.
I haven't drawn Elise very much at all this round of games. I think I've played her maybe twice total. Yeah, one of those games I think I got down to 4 cards in my deck, one of which was Elise. So, alright, so we're doing this, and this, and then we're gonna do this.
Relaxation for all, and all.
Marin the Manager, okay. I wonder which one they took. Drawing 3 cards and reducing their cost is usually pretty good. I think that's a pretty safe bet normally. Come on the turn I get Gelbin, really? Or the turn I'm playing Gelbin? Whatever. They're going to need a lot more corpses if that death rattle's going to help them. Yeah, normally this guy's really good, but if you don't have a lot of corpses, doesn't really do much. There's Ziliax. I think they... okay. Yeah, gotta get rid of the cubicle here, of course. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Now my Ziliax will kill theirs, and we'll see. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think this makes their life total 7 max. So unless they have leeches, they can't heal.
Eight combatants enter.
Boo.
The citadel stands strong.
Yeah, I'm thinking I just pass here. Like, unless I draw Maul, that's the only thing I can think of that would matter. Dream Planner might also be something. Yeah, I don't think I can justify any place here. Yeah. Cool. Alright, 3-4 after 7 games. Yeah, once you get into Legend, I feel like the player quality increases a lot. As it should, obviously. But it's had a surprisingly high effect. I've made Legend a couple of times over the years. But it seems like the metagame kind of shifts. Because I play against a lot more mage, a lot more just... no more random decks, you know? Like, you don't play against, like, for example, Aura Paladin. You don't see that hardly as much in here. Whereas on the ladder, underneath Legend, you see that way more frequently. I'm tempted to keep a Crusader Aura, but I don't think that's the right call. Because if I had, like, 1-drop, 2-drop, like this and a Creature of Madness plus Crusader Aura could make for a decent curve, but definitely not worth it.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
The light dims, but we fight. Reporting for duty. The light dims, but we fight.
Okay, then.
To battle!
For justice.
The light dims, but we fight.
Yeah, it's hard not just to slam Tankgineer here. 4, 5, 6. So there's a 2 in 6 chance I draw Carnivorous Cubicle off of this, but I don't think it's worth attacking here. Yeah, it's very hard not to just slam this guy.
If it ain't broken, fix it anyways.
Interesting. Maybe they have a dubious purchase or something. Okay.
For justice.
There's a cubicle.
Defensive action engaged.
Reporting for duty.
So Cubicle on the 7/7 isn't the worst. It's not great, but it's something. I haven't cubicled on Nomelia yet. That is going to be fun. Ah, fine. Whoo.
If it ain't broken, fix it anyway. Reporting for duty.
This is a pretty good game so far. Very back and forth.
Mistakes of the past.
Ay, ay, ay.
Rewritten.
Do I Anachronos their Anachronos so we can Anachronos while we Anachronos?
Let me think.
I could Dream Planner. That doesn't seem super great though. Anachronos doesn't seem awful, but
Let me think.
yeah, you know what? We're gonna run it. Let's just run it.
Of the past.
First time I've ever Anachronosed an Anachronos. Of course they have dubious purchase. Of course. Yeah, totally fine with them having no board presence here. I don't know that Gelbin is the right call. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna spam some guys out here. Let's do this. Frostbolt and Eviscerate. Not bad.
Reporting for duty.
If it ain't broken, fix it anyways.
Wow. Double Nomelia is pretty brutal. But thankfully I still get the Reborn copy. Ah, Snatch and Grab. Who plays Snatch and Grab?
Mistakes of the past.
Wow. So I could Zilliax their guy. Yeah, and then I can Carnivorous Cubicle Zilliax next turn if I want. You gonna kill both? Wow. Pretty good, okay. And a good old Blobatar. Still got 2 Tigers plushie in the deck, so that's not bad. 3 mana, 6/8 is decent.
Let me think.
Yeah, let's just do that.
For justice.
And this will give me that guy. But I think I gotta do that.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Yeah, this game is incredibly back and forth. I'm ahead on cards, but definitely not on board.
I wonder.
I'm thinking Gelbin might be the play. Just don't draw Gnomish Aura. Good.
Draw forth your end.
Must move quickly.
Ooh, all right. They are running out of cards. I can't help but feel like they're going to have Incendius soon.
Let's put a smile on that.
Ooh, that's pretty good too. A hero card from the past could be very strong.
I wonder.
How do I want to play this? I couldn't Amelia Cubicle. Seems so bad. This is, yeah, this is a tough spot.
Must move quickly.
The light dims, but we fight.
For justice.
I guess let's just get that out of the way. Not a great attack, but it's fine. Jeez. Double snatch and grab. That's crazy. momentum is definitely shifting.
Connect to those unseen.
Whoo!
Defensive action.
They got 5 cards
I
with that.
remember this
Jeez.
place well.
And oh my god. This is crazy.
Quickly. I remember this place well.
Seriously? That's insane. That's actually just crazy. That's so nuts. Okay then. Well, we still got a Crusader aura.
Let me think.
Yeah, this is rough.
Move quickly.
Alright, so definitely running out of options. I think they've still got... Oh, jeez. Sure. That's insane. Well, at least they got a wisp off all that. Holy goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty dead, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna call it here. This is crazy.
Victory is yours.
Jeez. Yeah, the double Elise was like the nail in the coffin. Alright, last 2 games. 8 games in, 3 and 5. Pretty nuts. Yeah, I really like this deck a lot. It just it's missing something, or it's... I think the 4-drops are a little too heavy. Like a third of the deck is 4-drops. I'm not sure the Spiked Ridge Steed should be in here. Like that and Divine Brew, they're a little spicy. They're a little interesting.
Could not stop me then.
But I'm not sure they're the right call.
Stop me now.
I will fight with honor.
Pleasure forth.
So the dream cards are return a minion to its owner's hand, +5/+5, and destroy it on my next turn. 5 damage to all characters except Ysera. And then a 2-mana 3/5 or a 4-mana 7/6.
I wonder.
I draw forth
Get an extra copy of this, they'll pump each other. There's no other pirates in the deck, but I'm going to try this guy, actually.
The light dims, but we fight.
nightmares are never forgotten.
For justice!
Sure.
For justice!
I'm tempted to Spike Ridge here, because then when they attack back, I'll still get a 2/6 off of it with the Stegodon. Or 2/5 or whatever it is.
I wonder.
A
let's do
dream
this.
come true.
Move quickly!
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Alright, what do we got here? Sure. Okay, what are we doing?
Reporting for duty.
That's gonna kill a lot of stuff. Sheesh. So I can do this. It's gonna give it one attack. I like that play. Worked out pretty good. They can still take one of my guys. They've still got their amulet. Another one? Wow. Okay. These leeches are out of control. I don't know that there's a way to get... It's not great to Anachronos here, but I think doing that, followed by Gelbin, could be okay. Especially since I have the Divine Shield, so if they take it and they attack me, I don't actually lose anything. I think that's okay here. It also enables me to throw this away.
For justice.
Like, I could have attacked and drawn Nomelia and used Nomelia there. But I kind of like holding her for a little bit later. The same could be said for Anachronos, but Anachronos is just temporary. More leeches, okay. Wow. Okay then. Yeah, you just break my shield. That's not very good. Alright, so I don't hate Nomelia here because she's not gonna die. It'll take care of all their minions. Alright, let's see how we do here. Pretty good board. Anachronos, Nomelia, and Whelp of the Infinite? What can I not answer? Okay then. I guess it's better than killing the other two leeches next turn.
Go forth on swift wings.
Couple ways to play this turn. Gelbin is much worse now because I have no Crusader auras in the deck. Ooh, I should have done the math. Hold up. 8, 9, plus 4. Yeah, I didn't have lethal. But definitely doesn't matter now, because they've got their own Ziliax. I don't know why they would play it there. Just to get rid of one of them? Very interesting. That does not seem ideal. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do that. Pretty close. Sure.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh. And they did play Ziliax, so they are corrupted. That's not good. That might be it. I don't know what else they can do here. Sure.
I have but little time.
One more guy to deal with. Wow. There it is. Alright, so 9 games down, 4 and 5. Which is not bad. I think the first time I tried this deck out, I went like 3 and 7. So, yeah, Death Knight seems like a decent matchup. I've won both of those so far. So, what else? I beat Imbue Priest, but lost to Protoss Priest. I lost to both mages. I beat Dragon Warrior. I think Dragon Warrior scooped when I Tankgineer Cubicled. I lost to Shaman, and I lost to Rogue. So not sure how indicative that is on those matchups. I think the mage matchup is not great, which isn't a good spot for this deck in this metagame, because mage is all over the place. Alright, last one is Warrior. So if they are Dragon Warrior, then Crusader Aura is awful, obviously. Crusader Aura is just almost never a keep. The Maul I'm tempted to keep, though, because if they're Control Warrior, that gives me more aggression in the beginning with a solid curve 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give this a try. I think that's alright. If they're Dragon Warrior, the Maul is not bad. Ooh, that's pretty good, too. Quest or no quest? My guess is Dragon Warrior. Yup. Yeah, Dragon Warrior seems a lot more common than Control Warrior nowadays. There was a hot minute where Control Warrior was everywhere. That's not bad. No, I have a 5 spell, so Bumbling Bellhop is the play. Almost forgot I had chronological aura.
Let me
Yeah, I like that a little bit better than the bellhop here. The bellhop has Wind Fury, Divine Shield, so that could have been a pretty solid choice actually. Let's see. They at least kill one on their turn if I play the bellhop. So,
Voices, please.
oh come on.
For justice.
Find me in the dream.
That's pretty good. Okay.
If it ain't broken, fix it. The light dims, but we fight.
I do have to be careful of Stadium Announcer here, but it felt very wrong to attack that guy with my weapon. It would suck to lose my weapon, but I don't think I can take 5 here for that.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Yeah, this seems a little better.
Repent.
For justice.
I never make two trips. I never make two trips.
The last of the past.
Crusader Aura would be a bomb draw. I mean, I was thinking about possibly waiting until turn 7 for this guy, because then I can follow up with Gelbin, definitely have a Crusader Aura, and then bash. But it felt like the right call on this board.
A recurrent dream.
There are quite a few things I could draw here that would be dope. Cubicle, obviously amazing. Crusader Aura would be dope. Sure. Crusader Aura, a little less good now, but what are you gonna do? Seems like no melee is the way to go here. And there's the Crusader Aura, okay. Dracorex costs 8, I believe, so we're safe from that this turn. A Blood Fighter would be annoying, but not the end of the world at all. Yeah, I think the Dragon Warrior matchup is pretty good for this deck. You just gotta figure out how to make that Mage matchup a little better.
Find me in the dream.
What horror will hatch?
Interesting. Let's see. So the main reason to do Gelbin would be Crusader Aura here. Obviously the other auras are great. But if I Crusader Aura and put Divine Shield on this guy, I can get through this and smack him. That's 4 or 5, and I still have 3 mana left. I could Hard Light Protector or something, I guess.
Let me think.
I must move quickly.
Defensive action in Lead through. Lead through. Job done.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
A recurrent dream.
And I still haven't even popped the Tankgineer. So knowing a 7/7 is coming, or could be there, is pretty nice. Yeah, unless they have like Dracorex or something, I think this is a pretty solid position, because following up with Gelbin is going to be pretty devastating here. Or even Ziliax, depending on what they do. Sure.
Proportions look good.
Interesting. So even Dracorex won't clear this board now because it has 5 attack and Ziliax is 6 health. And even if they do that, I get a 7/7. They could have that and like another Sanguine Depths or something, but feeling pretty good about this position.
In the ring, trust your
Sure. You know it's bad when the Dragon Warrior player starts taking armor.
If it ain't broken, fix it anyway.
Alright, well let's see. I'm not sure I want to attack here, because I could attack and kill it, but if they have another Blood Fighter, it's going to be a 12/12. They'll be able to attack back, kill this guy. I guess either way they attack back and kill that guy. Yeah, let's run it.
In the ring are stars defiant.
Sure. You know, I find it funny. I made Legend mostly playing Demon Hunter. And like probably 75% Demon Hunter. And then once I got to Legend, Demon Hunter just wasn't as good. So I'm trying other things. This is one of the decks I think has potential, but it definitely needs some tweaks if it's going to do well at this level.
I must choose.
Good old Dracorex. That's okay. Yep, they don't have any others. There it is. Alright, so finishing 5-5 after 10 games. Not the worst. I really like this deck. I definitely recommend it. I think it would do a lot better under Legend. But the 50/50 is not bad. I think it probably needs a couple tweaks. Like I saw versions that played Torith. I think that's why it's called Bubble Paladin, is because Torith was in, I think, the original version. He's the guy that makes your Divine Shields take 3 hits to break. In this version, it plays Dream Planner instead of Torith. I don't have Torith, so that worked out. And I'm not sure Torith would be really that amazing. I'm still not sure about the Spike Ridge Steed, or the Divine Brew I think is better than the Spike Ridge Steed. But it's worth considering some tweaks. I'm probably going to mess with the Spike Ridge Steed slot. I don't think I'm going to change the Divine Brew. I hate the Wisp, but it's a necessary evil for Elise, and I think Elise is incredibly powerful, even though I drew her like maybe 2 times in 10 games. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I do play a mix of fun and competitive decks on the YouTube, so definitely check out the other videos on the YouTube. I've got, stuff like this, Murlocs, Demon Hunter, standard Aura Paladin, all sorts of stuff like that. But then like the Searing Reflection Paladin series has been a lot of fun. There's like, I think 8 parts of that video series, just developing that deck on my own. I did the same thing with a Grime Street Paladin deck, but Grime Street is nowhere near as good as it used to be. I was trying to recreate the magic of an old hand pump Paladin deck that played Grime Street, Outfitter or whatever his name is, the 2-mana 1/1 that pumps all the guys in your hand, but not really fit for this metagame. This is pretty decent. I would recommend it to anybody. So check out the other videos, and if you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch. Same handle on both of those. Peace and love, guys. Thanks for watching.